Hello guys, thank God it's Friday. Guys, I hope you're all doing great. I have just come across a video by On Trending. And she is asking a question, which is a valid question, guys. She is asking, what is clothes, to somebody or to people who call themselves millionaires? What is clothes? And I just want to throw back that same question to her. Yes, indeed, what is clothes? Huh? If indeed clothes mean nothing, guys, why are they always on Marwa's case? You are putting on one jacket. Oh, you don't change your trouser. Oh, you're not changing your shirt. Oh, you don't buy new clothes. Oh, how can this person, pay for a lawyer and he does not even buy clothes? He cannot even afford clothes. Oh, I saw another idiot on my comment section. Oh, that is not Marwa's car. He cannot afford such a vehicle. Somebody who cannot afford clothes. That is a borrowed car. Why are they always mocking Marwa about his one jacket, the blue jacket? Gumboots. Why are they always on Marwa's case about shoes and clothes? If really, or if indeed, these clothes mean nothing. So yeah, what is clothes? People like to come out here and talk, when it's convenient for them. And it does not even make sense. They just end up looking so bad, end up looking pathetic. They think we forget what they say out here. If indeed, I repeat, clothes mean nothing, then they shouldn't have been mocking Marwa. Guys, they have mocked Marwa for the longest time about clothes. It's a shame. And then somebody, after all that mocking, now turns around to come and ask, what are clothes? To people who call themselves millionaires. And all this, guys, all this is because of Mr. Cecil's shipment. Now, she was talking about Marwa. Marwa said that he is not greedy and he does not like greedy people. And so she was trying to show that indeed Marwa is a very greedy person. Because she said that Marwa wants to take all the clothes, all the good stuff for himself and his family and then give out the rest. Guys, why wouldn't Marwa do that? Imagine people have been insulting you left, right, and center every single day, spreading rumors about you, tarnishing your name. And then these same people expect you to go about and distribute stuff to them? Marwa is not Jesus. Oh my God. Marwa is only human and he can get pissed. You can only do so much, guys, for people who are ungrateful. There is nothing that this woman is saying, guys. Nothing at all. Because Marwa is actually following the instructions of the person who sent the shipment. Mr. Cecil told Marwa, on phone when they spoke 2 days or 3 days ago. Mr. Cecil told him that he can do whatever he wants with these particular clothes and shoes and whatever else. So what is wrong with that, guys? Why is it paining them? Why is it a problem? Oh, Marwa puts on the same gumboots. Yeah, Marwa is always in a blue jacket. Oh, Marwa does not change his shirt. Marwa does not even afford to do his hair. Yeah, Marwa this, Marwa that. Come on, guys. If those things are not important, why are they always mocking him about them? Now, these shameless people coming out here to pretend as though they really want the villagers to benefit from this shipment on trending is trying to sound as though, she really cares about these villagers. She cares that they get clothes and shoes that were actually brought for them. She really cares. Well, I'm out here to say that this is just reaction, tired reaction. Because if she truly cared about these Nyabohanse people, guys, if she truly cared, she should have told Carrots, stop. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying all these nasty things? Why are you saying that this clothes, this shipment should not go to Nyabohanse? Why are you telling people, why are you telling the world that these things are not needed there? Why are you saying that they should take them to the Congo? Carrots, stop. Let these people of Nyabohanse get this stuff. Mr. Cecil, go ahead and distribute. Gintu, where are you? Help Mr. Cecil, distribute this stuff. Identify the most needy people out there. Carrots, let's not do this. People need this stuff. Did I hear on trending say anything like that, guys? Or she was backing Carrots, on her live streams. And you all know, how on trending is. The kind who will come and incite you by typing those nasty comments, inciting comments on your live stream. But on hers, she remains very clean and holy. So at this particular time, she is one of the reactors who was there, egging Carrots on. Tell off that man. He should leave the village, And of course, she was in support of Carrots 100% because she never said nothing. She never came out to condemn Carrots' words. She never came out to say, Carrots, let these people get what they need. So clearly, all this is pretense. She doesn't care about these villagers. She does not want them to have nothing. It is what it is. Guys, all this that she has said is all about countering Marwa. She has just to counter whatever Marwa says. That's what it's about. Because she has come out, to contradict herself, confuse herself, and all these things. Because what they have been saying about Marwa's clothes is not what she's saying right now. And she spoke about Gintu and said that when Gintu met Mr. Cecil, in somewhere in Migori or something, that Gintu is the one who was supposed to be in charge of this shipment. He is the one who's supposed to, help distribute them to the villagers. And that is what they agreed with Mr. Cecil. That's according to On Trending. But later on, Mr. Cecil spoke with Marwa, and Marwa got upset. And that is when Mr. Cecil turned around and said, you know what, Gintu, I have changed my mind. You are not in charge of this consignment. And, I have decided that it's going to stay at Marwa's place until Marwa comes back. Guys, we were all here. We saw when Mr. Cecil went to meet Gintu. Gintu was against this thing. And I think Mr. Cecil thought it wise to go and meet Gintu so that he can make him understand, the kind of, projects that he intends to do in the village. He thought that Gintu, would be wise enough to understand that these projects are going to help the village at large, including Gintu. But Gintu, was not having it. But on this particular day when they met with Mr. Cecil, Gintu came out as somebody who has understood what Mr. Cecil was saying. He came out like, in agreement. The following day, Gintu does a video insulting the Trenchtown grandpa, Mr. Cecil. That is when Mr. Cecil thought, you know what? That's it. I am not going to deal with you anymore. Let this shipment be. I am going to leave it at the villa and let, Marwa come and deal with this. It is Gintu who messed up everything. And in my opinion, guys, and I remember doing videos at that time, and I remember saying that Gintu has been influenced by his audience and the lazy gang at large. He has been told, how can you be in agreement with this man? How can you support this man? How can you want to work with this man? Guys, remember, these were projects that were supposed to help the whole village. Gintu is one of the villagers. This is his village. But he came out to spoil everything for the people who really needed this stuff. For the people who really needed the many other things, many other projects that Mr. Cecil, would have come to do. The other day, Mr. Cecil and Jamaican uncle did a live stream. And Mr. Cecil and his wife were talking about, there are people who are actually asking, about these projects, because there are some people who are already, vested in it. They had decided that they were going to come out and help this village. So there was a lot that Mr. Cecil had planned for this village. But the lazy gang, their subscribers, they came out to tell Gintu not to continue dealing with Mr. Cecil. And that is when everything, that is when things fell apart. That is when Mr. Cecil decided, you know what, enough is enough. I can't have this. You cannot want to help people, guys, and these people are coming against you. You're even trying to go and talk to them, make them understand, trying to talk to the person, who is Kimbelembele, Gintu, the one who is the know-it-all, the one who's really trying to, block everything. You're trying to talk to this person so that he can understand, so that he can agree to what you are doing, to your vision. And then the guy comes out to insult you, and then you're supposed to still go and, make him in charge of the stuff that you brought. Nobody can do that. These people are not angels. They're human beings. Oh, yes. In fact, I remember before them saying that Marwa, should go about, that they should wait for Marwa to give out this stuff. I remember Mr. Cecil saying that, he has left this stuff for Marwa's parents. But even them, I think they felt, And that is when this decision to leave these things to when Marwa comes arose. This is when Mr. Cecil did the live stream with Marwa. And they concluded that this stuff waits for Marwa until he comes back. That is when that, decision was made. So when On Trending comes out here to lie to people, that it is Marwa who influenced Trenchtown grandpa not to make Gintu in charge of the distribution of this stuff, that is hogwash. That is crazy. There is no way. I don't even think anybody would do this. There's no way somebody can be against you that much, the way Gintu was against Trenchtown grandpa, and he leaves these things for him. No way. It doesn't even make sense, guys. If you all remember that, tell me in the comment section, because that is clearly what I remember. Guys, you remember when Rocio and Marwa went to Kisumu I think they had gone to buy fish feed. And this same on trending made a fuss, when Marwa bought new shoes. Marwa bought Clarks. And she was out here making a big deal out of it, mocking Marwa, saying that indeed today is gonna rain, like today is gonna snow in Africa. Because Marwa bought new shoes. If indeed clothes, shoes, and all these things, the kind of stuff that Trenchtown Grandpa brought mean nothing, why make a big deal out of anything, concerning clothes and shoes? Does it make sense to you all, guys? Does it? And guys, on trending has this thing of always wanting to make Rocio look bad. Making her look like she's a racist, she's somebody who doesn't like the villagers, she's against them, and all this stuff. Now, I've seen in the same video, she was talking about, Rocio called, people servants, and she was even telling her audience, if you remember what video that is, if you have that receipt, you can tell me about it. Yes, there's a time that she called people servants. Guys, servants is a word that means somebody who's offering service. That is why people who work in the public service are called public servants. So they should all go on strike because On Trending has said that they've been insulted. They've been called servants. Guys, and in the houses that we live in, like here in Nairobi, there will always be that extra unit that is built outside, which they call servants' quarter, the servants' quarters. So now, if a servant was such a bad word, why would they be calling, that house, that extra unit? It just means that these are the people who are giving you service, who are living in that house. Guys, the word servant means somebody who is offering service. And that is why even the president is called a public servant. So, I don't know why she's making a big deal, making a fuss, confusing people, talking too much, always trying to make things sound bad. Yes, we are all servants, even Jesus Christ. If you're a Christian, he came as a servant to the world. So all this thing that she tries to portray about Rocio is just hogwash. So all public servants out there, you should call on a strike. On Trending has just enlightened you that you are being insulted. So guys, let Marwa be. Let them keep their confusion to themselves. Mr. Cecile, the person who brought the things to the village, he himself has said that Marwa can do whatever he wants with that stuff. Even if Marwa wants to take everything, guys, everything, that is his decision. And to be very honest, guys, if these people were good, Trenchtown Grandpa himself, together with Marwa's parents and maybe even Gintu, they would have distributed this stuff. But you all remember what happened. Things went bad. You all remember how they attacked this man. Like, seriously, how would these things have gotten to the needy people? How, guys? I remember because I reacted, I did very many videos on this. And I felt so bad because I was saying that there are people who actually need this stuff. Really need it. But somebody, because he has got a big mouth and because he has been incited, the Gintu guy, you all saw what he did. So this whole gang is to blame for what happened. And they are the ones to blame for the needy people not getting whatever it is that they would have got. Now let us go to the real G. Now he has come out to talk about the same issue. He is so pained. I don't know why, guys. These people, hey, people are so shameless. After they mess up stuff, now again they have the nerve to come out here and talk about it. Hey, Gintu has come out to talk about these things, were brought so that the people in the village who are needy can have them. Listen to what this guy says.
What we can just talk about is we are having a very, very delicate moment for us to share. Because when we come out and talk about things has come, it's not meant that, okay, it's your courtesy for them, they have just arrived. Yes, we are very, very fantastic about that one. But when we go straight to the point, talk about this kind of the things came absolutely not for your family only. It's just the courtesy of you. And they will just be disbursed to much of the villagers who are in need. Who are in need. Not people who are indeed needing them. Who are in need of those kind of the stuffs.
This Gintu should be totally and thoroughly ashamed of himself. Hey, is he serious? Guys, this is the guy who played a main role, the major role for those needy people not to get what had been brought to them. It is his fault. Oh, yes. Guys, I just want to ask this Gintu. Does he remember Carrots talking about these clothes being old, second-hand, tattered, I mean, like, she spoke about this stuff like, it was rejected stuff, Like, these clothes and shoes were rejects. He said they were not needed. Gintu was there. Gintu had all that. What did Gintu do? On trending, how she doesn't care because she does not come from this village. But Gintu should have cared more for his people because he knows who is, he is the one who knows exactly who is needy in that village. But he pretended not to have had Carrots talking about how these clothes are secondhand, they are bad. Mr. Cecil went borrowing clothes from, his family, the clothes that they didn't need, the ugly, bad, tattered ones. They're the ones that they gave because they think people in Africa, they can take anything. All this stuff that Carrots was talking about. If indeed this person, Gintu, wanted to help people in his village, he would have behaved differently. It is obvious. So he cannot come and make content, insult somebody who's brought stuff to their village, And then later, when Marwa wants to pick the stuff, and give it to his people, now again he feels bad about it. And guys, remember, I even said in the previous video, that this consignment, it is the one that gave birth to Gintu's, this vulnerable thing, the charity work that he is doing. Because I remember at this time, Gintu used to do videos back to back. And he used to be out there, trying to say that these things should actually go to these vulnerables. And yet he has already chased, guys, he chased the person, who had brought the stuff. It's, guys, you cannot want the staff and insult the owner. It doesn't work like that. So that is what Gintu was doing. So he kicked out the person who had come to help them and now feel bad that the things are going to Marwa's house. So people, his audience, I remember them telling him, Gintu, let go of that story. Because he used to do videos back to back. Videos every single day. 3 videos a day talking about this shipment. So these people told him, you know what? We are going to send you money. I remember seeing those kinds of comments. We are going to send you money. And, you can buy stuff and take them to the people who you think are needy. And so Gintu decided to be taking stuff to the vulnerables. Because I remember the very first time, what he did is that he took shukas, to the old mamas. And then after that, he started to talk about how he's taking them food. He started on this 3 eggs, 1 leaf of sukuma wiki thing, And then again now, they advanced to giving girls, sanitary towels, and other things followed suit. So just because they felt bad about this shipment, they had to compete with the travel commando. They also had to do something. They had to do something for Gintu so that Gintu doesn't feel so bad. As if, how you tell a child, even if, auntie did not bring you anything, you know what? I'm going to buy you a good, nice dress. As if to make that child forget that, auntie did not come with a gift for them. That is what the lazy gang did in this particular case. So Gintu should just shut up. Your people are already giving you money, for, your vulnerables. You're pocketing some of it. So you should be happy. You relax. Do your thing. This other consignment, wherever it goes, whoever has it, whoever gets it, whether it's thrown in the river, that should be none of your business. That's just my opinion, guys. I don't know what you all think. How is it Gintu's business what Trenchtown Grandpa, brought to the village and gave to Marwa? What is his problem? Trenchtown Grandpa has changed his mind about whom he wants to have the stuff. So now what? No, he wants Marwa to have it. Yes. And Marwa to do whatever it is that he wants to do with it. Guys, these people are just too shameless for life. And finally, Gintu has spoken up. He has spilled the beans, spilled the tea. He has come out to tell the truth about why, he left the villa. He did not leave the villa, guys, apparently, because he had not been paid. All these things that they've been talking out here, pay Gintu. Gintu has not been paid. Carrots comes out here to scream at the top of her lungs. Gintu was not paid. Gintu has said that that's not the reason why he left the villa. Of course, he did not mention that. But he has come out to say the reason that made him leave the villa, which clearly tells me that all these other reasons that they've been talking out here, about he stole fish, about he wasn't paid, about whatever else, it tells me that none of those is the reason. So let's hear why Gintu left Villa Medellin.
Gintu to come out from the villa, it was not the way much of the people think about. And much of the people, they were just lied about, Gintu just, it's because of the fish farm, because of what? There's nothing like that one. It's just, I refused to sell them the plot. That is it. So my plot is the one that is eyeing forward. It's where the bedroom of Master KG is sleeping. My plot is the one that is aiming there. So it is just direct, and it's just perpendicular to the talk about the master bedroom of Mr. KG.
There you have it. Gintu has come out with a real reason why he left the villa. Guys, it is because he refused to sell them his plot. He refused, guys, to sell them his land. And they were so pissed off. And the way he says it is that they were really trying to persuade him And the dude decided, you know what, I'm out of here. So the whole story, you know, that whole story that we have always been told is a lie. Is this the effect of confusion? What is this? Guys, let me know what you all think about this video. Mr. Fruit's money, as you can see, it is not about him being not paid his money. Apparently, he has given us a different reason right now. So guys, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know your thoughts, your sentiments. Give me your opinions. Drop them hot in the comments section. Feel free to express yourself in the comments section. Your opinion is valid. And have you all liked this video? If you have not liked this video up to this moment, please give this video a massive thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please take this moment to also hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a video, you get to be notified quick by YouTube. Guys, let us meet in the next video. I love you all. Bye bye.